All right. And presenting the guest lecturer in planetary science,
Daddy?
Milo Patrick Schrader.
Daddy say about the planets?
Yeah, why don't you tell me about the planets?
Daddy say about the planets?
Why don't you tell me about the planets?
You just know.
What do you want to talk about? Which
Daddy,
planet?
Tell about Saturn.
Saturn? Okay. What about Saturn?
Saturn's the one.
What do you know about Saturn?
I just know about Saturn is the rings.
The rings?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what.
Do you know what the rings are made of?
Of Saturn rings.
Are they made of Saturn rings?
Yes, that's what is the Saturn's rings.
What color is Saturn?
It might be dark blue or white.
It might be white.
No, it's not. It's orange and green.
Orange and green?
That might be Saturn's rings. That might be orange and green. Orange and green is my favorite.
Okay.
Yes, that's my favorite. After I get older,
Do you know?
After you get older, what?
I can go to space getting older.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I can be brave and safe.
That would be very brave, and you would have to be very safe. You're right.
Maybe
That's what Mommy
Mommy
said,
can
right?
go to space about the helmet.
Without a helmet?
Yes.
No, I might need a helmet if I go to space.
Okay.
Are you gonna go to?
What's the other planet that you just learned about that also has rings?
Jupiter is not has rings.
No, not Jupiter. Jupiter doesn't have rings. You're right. Which one has rings?
Saturn.
Saturn, and which other one?
Jupiter.
No.
What's the one that comes after Saturn?
The very hot one is the closest sun.
Yes, that is right. Do you remember which one that one is?
Saturn. Saturn is the one that rings.
Saturn is the one with rings.
What's the first planet?
Has the closest sun.
Yeah, what's the one that's closest to the sun?
Neptune.
No, it starts with an M.
Mercury.
Mercury, that's right.
That's the one that's close to the sun.
Yeah, that's okay. What's the next one?
Saturn.
It'll come. It starts with a V.
Venus.
Venus.
That. But we don't live on Venus.
We don't live on Venus. What one do we live on?
Earth.
Earth. And Earth is next, right?
Yes.
And then what comes after Earth?
We live on
Where does Mickey live?
on Mars.
Mars. Yeah. And then what comes after Mars? The big one. The biggest one of them all.
And Earth.
No, what's the biggest planet?
Has a swirly spot.
Yep, it has a swirly
It's
spot.
a swirly spot, that's right.
It's
big. It's called the Great Red Spot. Which one is that one?
I don't know.
It
Starts
starts
with a
with
J.
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's the one.
And then what comes after Jupiter? Your favorite one?
Saturn.
Saturn, that's right.
That's the one.
And then what's the one that's green and is on its side and has rings?
I don't know.
It starts with a U. U.
Uranus.
That's right.
And then what's the last planet? The coldest one of them all that's blue.
Earth.
Well, Earth is blue, but the one that's really cold.
Uranus.
Yeah, it comes after Uranus.
And Uranus is really cold. You're right.
Yes.
And what's the one after Uranus?
Neptune.
Neptune. That's right.
That's the one. It's the one is Daddy's favorite.
Daddy's favorite one?
Yes, that's the one. My eye just having a little ouchy butt.
You do have a little ouchy butt, don't you?
Here's
Do you want to tell me anything else about space or about the planets?
Maybe Dad can know all about the more planets. Maybe Dad can tell
Are you all done talking about the planets?
Maybe Dad can tell me about the planets.
Daddy does tell you about the planets, doesn't he?
He wants to tell it.
Yeah.
What do we have to tell about it?
Do you remember the name of the moon that's around Saturn? That's the big moon. Starts with a T. Titan. Right?
Titan.
Yeah.
Daddy will know all about the planets.
I try to keep up with you, buddy.
Maybe this turkey bottles, gobbles. Turkey, gobble, gobble, gobble.
All right. Say, this is Dr. Milo signing off.
Mommy, I'm putting it at the turkey.